gotta not pass up on that. I get more money. So the name's just a name, just like age is just a number. We can keep it moving.
Steve, you ain't dating somebody with the same name as your sister.
I don't care what her damn name. And the name doesn't matter. She could be Sweet Honey Muffin Cookie Tater Tot Jelly Roll. I'm gonna date her if I find her attractive, either physically or person, whatever attracts me to her. I'm gonna date her. I don't care what her name is. Names are irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It don't.
Great.
But does it become relevant when the parent is around or somebody who's named the same person?
Oh, but that's when the nicknames come out, like Polly said.
Yeah.
Just modify the name, and it's always gonna be Honey or Baby or Sugar, whatever it is anyway.
Right.
Until they roll up on you never address me by my government. What's that about?
Oh, don't worry about it, Jelly Roll. Just roll with
it. The government is reserved when there's.
Is there anything better than a trip getting ready?
Nope.
For a long journey where our podcast released a new appy, searching for a fade fiend, new fixation. Giving this a subscribe is the same sensation. Started with the day ones, they gave us fuel to support the season. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here for a reason. Notification bells, text some friends, all to let you know. Check your Bluetooth, connect, talking with Donato.
Yes, Lord.
Welcome in, everyone. Yo, I got my super friends with me today. I'm feeling real strong. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm about to get real reckless on this mic. I got my West Coast Connect over there with Double G. I got Steve, the perfect weapon limb over here. You get that reference, right, Steve? Because everybody else up here is young. You remember Jeff Speakman? That was. I showed that to wifey and the kids the other day,
underrated.
And they didn't understand. Although when they didn't understand it, Steve, I stayed old school and I played the video. Remember the video montage where I got the power when he was fighting?
Oh yeah,
Greg. I know this before your time, young buck. But go back and check this with April. I think y'all gonna be like, oh, because the whole the movie is bad, but the montage with that song
is next level.
It blew us up. It blew us up back then.
Got you.
So
give me the name one more time. What's the name of the movie?
Perfect Weapon.
Yeah.
Perfect Weapon.
Yeah.
Okay,
with Jeff Speak, you gonna love it, dog. I don't know how you couldn't. And if you don't, let's talk about that. Because I gotta know. Maybe I'm missing something. So hey, I know everybody don't know everybody. I know those that are tuning in may not know everybody. We got DL from RVA. What's up, Ma?
Hey, baby. What's up?
When I was doing a radio show down in Austin live, she used to call in and she used to rip her 15 seconds on the mic. So we had to bring her through. We got Double G. He's in my right corner. I don't know how he shows up for everybody else. Double G, Greg Gordon. What's up, Mr. G?
What's going on? The first time we had our interview, right? I had to go change the camera up. You remember how blurry it was? It was terrible. So I had to go adjust for you.
Oh, hey, he upgraded. My podcast mentor is Steve, and I remember like somewhere season 1, I don't know, but he had like said something about my joint. I went out and got a new camera immediately.
Yeah, you got to.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I've been right ever since. Now to think about it, Steve, if you got any comments about my camera now, save them for later. Because don't kill my high, Steve.
Not tonight.
But he's my OG. Yo, Steve Boogie, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. We got football's back. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt.
Football's
no
back.
doubt.
Basketball's almost here. It's a good time to be alive.
Go Cowboys.
Greg.
Had to throw a mental wrench in this real quick. Go Cowboys.
Excuse me. I thought you
got to give Steve, you all right? Did he just give you a heart attack?
Hey,
Did you stroke it out?
Honestly, I'm a less fan of the Eagles as of late, so it doesn't sting as much. So I hate the Eagles more than the Cowboys at this point in time.
Hold, but Steve, so Greg, are you a real Cowboys fan?
Yeah, I've been a Cowboys fan since maybe like '93. So I got to see him get one Super Bowl, and then after that, it's been.
But Greg, let me ask you: where are you from? Texas or Dallas?
No.
Yeah, I was raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but
there we go.
I went to college in Texas.
That's your Cowboys origin story, right?
There it is.
Fully understand. I always got to ask people because it's fascinating to me about how people become fans of whatever team. It could be the parents. It could be I'm rebelling against my parents. My brother's an Eagles fan because he rebelled against us being Redskins fans. He's like, screw you, mom and dad. I'm gonna be Eagles fan. So I'm always curious.
There's always an origin story.
Oh, always.
But Steve, hey Greg, do I remember correctly, or were you like born in Maryland though?
Yeah, I was born in Maryland.
So Steve, he's one of us.
One of us. Where at?
Montgomery. I don't know.
I'm in Montgomery County now.
Yeah, I was born in Montgomery and
Silver
Springs. Exactly. Yeah,
that's exactly where I am. You're probably born at Holy Cross.
See? Greg, come on home, Greg.
But see, because I was born there, but as soon as I was born, a year after, we moved.
That's funny.
That's all right.
I'm in Silver Spring right now, so
we were trying to extend good wishes to those other places by sending you there, Greg.
Yeah,
they're the better for it.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what we was doing. Share the love. And then Miss Silver Spoon, rich lady, that ain't no scream in the background. I don't know. But what's up, Polly Pockets?
Oh, good to be back for another season. Already number 4. Wow.
I know. It's crazy. Time flies, and I am having fun. Hold on, Polly. I thought you was, in case Greg don't know, and anyone else is just tuning in, I made her own theme song. Polly Pockets, the best in the West. She reps San Diego, but she shows up in an Inter Miami shirt. What?
So you have to take it up with my stylist. He decided that this was the outfit of choice. All right. So any complaints, we can take it in writing, and I can't promise that my stylist is going to review it, but gotta let the best dress me.
Someone's got to put food on Messi's table. Come on.
Somebody
Messi got to eat.
Messi got enough money, Steve. You look how long he been playing. You think he pop?
No, he's part owner of Inter Miami, right? When he retired, that's for his
yes,
kid.
Sir.
That's his kid's inheritance.
It was a beautiful. I think we are the most intelligent for bringing him over there because everyone else thought he was going to be washed, right? Everybody thought he gonna go to America, he'll do okay, but he's washed over here in Europe. And look, because the way he looked in the World Cup doesn't look like he was playing with the B squad. He looked good. He gave legitimacy to MLS, I believe. Anybody else agree or disagree?
Yeah, it's definitely up and popular now.
Yeah.
Yes, and hope we can go get more. I would say I've lived in a couple countries, not really trying to flex, but like I made friends in Germany, in Korea, people that like live in those countries, and they have said good things like, man, if I had a chance, I'd come live in America. So yeah, if we could dangle a little more money out there, maybe bring someone who wants to be the rival to Messi and wants to take all that smoke, especially out there at LA or something, Greg, y'all got like 5 MLS teams or something.
And like 3 football teams. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The list
Can't get
keeps
enough.
going. Yeah.
Dodgers, Angels.
Yeah. Seriously.
Well, yeah, everything.
Yo, I want to start this one with
Relationships.
this.
That's what I was gonna guess.
It's funny. This was a late edition, but I want to go. Let me go. Greg, you ain't got no government job, right? You ain't affiliated.
No.
Yo, Greg,
Not
let me
not
start
as
with
of
you on
recent.
this one. You the only one that I think I don't want to mess nobody up. Steve buy Girl Scout cookies like whenever they come, so he's like, I don't know. That seems like government affiliated. Yo, Mitch McConnell has missed 59 Senate votes while recovering from a 2-month medical absence, all while continuing to receive his full Senate salary, a level of job protection millions of American workers don't have. His long record of opposing expansions to paid or unpaid medical leave is now drawing renewed scrutiny as the country debates who gets guaranteed time off and who doesn't. So how should America rethink medical leave so elected officials and everyday workers are held to the same standard? Because that brother still getting checks, but he didn't want none of y'all to get checks. Greg, help me out.
You know what? About that topic, that's a tough situation. I would say this: there does have to be some type of law put in place for people who run in government You know what I mean? Because I mean, I understand the job is very tough. You know what I mean? It's probably one of the toughest jobs you can have in America. You know what I mean? So I would say that you would have to put something in place, but at the same time, you got to give them some leniency because of the job. You know what I'm saying? So you got to maybe find some balance in there.
Okay. Greg nice to double M, Mitch McConnell. Is that why? Because you double G, he's double M. You want to take it easy on him?
You know what? To be honest with you, I'm not that informed, so you know, so I'm giving you my blanketed answer.
No, but that was a good one to not be informed. And I don't know. I thought I set it up, but I wasn't trying to make it too long. But okay.
Oh no, you good. It's just me.
Okay, fellas. Let's let the ladies answer first because I don't want to get y'all in trouble with this. But what is the most dime piece you have ever seen? What if the most dime piece, scale of 1 to 10, if I gotta help anybody that's tuned in on that, what if the most dime piece you have ever seen has the same name as your brother or sister? And if you ain't got siblings, one of your parents, would you still date that person? Ladies, would you date somebody with the same name as your brother or maybe your dad? Remember, scale of 1 to 10, that person's a dime piece.
It's on you first, Polly. I got to think about this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you could do it because you could give him a name variation and just make it your own personality or your own person, right? Like give him a nickname. Like if he's, I don't know, Michael, you'd be like, you know what? You are now like Mike or Milwaukee. I don't know.
Look at thirsty Polly. She said, "Don't come between me and my love."
You said dime piece, like you get the scales. That's like important. I could have supermodels, you know. So I gotta not pass up on that. I get more money. So my name's just a name, just like age is just a number. We can keep it moving.
Steve, you ain't dating somebody with the same name as your sister.
I don't care what her damn name, and the name doesn't matter. She could be sweet honey muffin cookie tater tot jelly roll. I'm gonna date her if I find her attractive, either physically or person, whatever attracts me to her. I'm gonna date her. I don't care what her name is. Names are irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It don't.
Great.
But does it become relevant when the parent is around or somebody who's named the same person?
Oh,
but that's when the nicknames come out, like Polly said.
Yeah.
Just modify the name, and it's always gonna be honey or baby or sugar, whatever it is anyway.
Right.
Until they roll up on you never address me by my government. What's that about?
Oh, don't worry about it, Jelly Roll.
The government is reserved when I need your attention.
Yeah.
Douglas.
Yeah.
I know.
Or the police are around.
Yes. There you
go. If you get jammed up, don't mention my name.
Yeah, don't call me baby. We need real names when the police are around.
Gosh, man, now I feel like the odd one out because I can't date certain names.
Thank you.
Because it triggers my PTSD, and as a government employee, we don't, I'm only allowed out at certain times because of that.
Fair.
So,
yeah.
I don't know how the rest of y'all. Okay, Steve, since you and Polly, the Thirst Twins, since y'all are down. Okay, Steve, I know you in a good situation right now. I ain't trying to rock your boat, but what if this was like the name of like a messy ex or something? Would that change things? You still don't care? Same thing for you, Polly.
So you hold on. So I have an ex, is a bad, messy ex. I meet someone else and she's got the same name. Is that what you're saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
That's a little different.
Oh, come on, Steve.
Because, well, one, if you the mental that you have of that name, and eventually, I don't know how that story of the previous one doesn't come out to the same one. And then she might be like, "You just like girls with this name. You just date me because my name reminds you." That just seems like I don't want to enter into that territory. Man, she's a 10 though, so
she is a 10, bro. This ain't no 9.5.
It's probably not worth the mental though. You know what I'm saying? Mental sanity is important.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that with Greg. Polly, let me hear what you. Polly, are you still thirsty?
Yeah.
Your messy ex.
I want to say, yeah, I'm still thirsty, but now I'm mentally blocked from making a lot of decisions.
Okay, so Greg, did you hear what Steve said? Because I'm going in on Steve right now, Greg, and I think you're gonna come with me. This brother thinks that the baddest chick on the planet, dime piece in every room she walks in, she is ethnically ambiguous. Don't nobody care what her mama was. She fine as all get out. And he thinks a name is gonna stop him? Great. Brothers ain't that tough, are we? Women do that, but men, we can't do that, right?
Oh no, man. Look, sometimes you can get past the name, man. The name ain't always a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like you said,
Steve.
I'm going back to what y'all said. Y'all said nickname, so everybody get a nickname. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go nickname. I can figure it out.
Jelly roll.
Woo!
Jelly roll.
I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm sorry, people. Fine is fine, and y'all know we chase it. But okay, all right. Let's get our blurred stuff going here. Do we have any nerds in the room? My hand is up, but does anybody else?
I'll
The rest
say
of y'all
yes.
still in the
but
closet?
Nerd is
Okay.
a loose term, so
Right.
why not? Let's
Steve
roll
out of the
with it.
closet with me. Everybody
roll.
else.
Wait a minute, that
Let's
didn't
roll.
come out right. Y'all are out the closet.
Depends on
Hey.
what type of nerd stuff we're getting
Right.
into.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting into X-Men right now with this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into
Okay.
X-Men.
Talk to me.
So Rebecca Romaine is back as Mystique in Avengers Doomsday. And fans are already debating whether her iconic 2006 practical makeup look is better than the updated 2026 design. With the original X-Men cast returning, one question keeps popping up. Did modern filmmaking improve Mystique, or was the old school version impossible to top? And Greg, I think you're going to have you're the actor out of us, but should studios stick with practical effects when they work, or is updating classic characters part of keeping them relevant?
Well, if you look at the original X-Men, right, none of them were really in their original suits that what we grown to love as far as like comic books and cartoons. So my thing is, I think it was good that they updated things, and Mystique will I think she looked pretty good from what I seen. So I didn't have a problem with it. Sometimes the update can look good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong.
Yeah. Steve, you raised your hand from that nerd point of view. It's just that it was a little more 3D before, and it's more like a suit. It's like a form-fitting suit kind of attachment now, so it doesn't have like the texture.
Yeah, update. I am not a purist when it comes to those things. I think it's cool when they change things. I think it's cool when, one time the character is a girl and then it's a boy. One time the person was white and I was black. I think it's cool to see the difference as they grow up. So yeah, change it, man. Technology is great. That's why we don't have to paint crusty things all over our faces when you can just update it with technology and other makeup. Go for it. It does not bother me whatsoever.
Yo, Greg, there are actors that you hear it takes them 9 hours, 8 hours in the chair getting those full body kits put on them.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't have to do that. See, although she was the model, we all knew her as Rebecca Romaine, the model, but that was her acting debut. Greg, when she tried to come over from one platform to another, she had to take whatever she could. 8 hours in the makeup chair, she did it. But now with this new suit, it's like a third of that time. So it's real quick. And so, Greg, I want to ask you.
I think it's the full body suit with the dots and then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, Greg, would you want to sit in a chair for 8 hours getting something on you like that?
Yeah, I would. Because I love the movie Magic. I love how the things the practical things too, like what is my guy Nolan just did the Odyssey. So you think everything he did in that movie was very practical. You know what I mean? He didn't have to have CGI. He didn't have to have green screens. You know what I mean? And sometimes people want that sometimes the viewer wants that feeling of a movie and not feel like when they're looking at it, oh, that's CGI. Oh, that's not a real bird. That's a CGI bird. You know what I mean? So I think that there's room for both. You know what I mean? But it seems like they're trying to weed out the practical thing. You know? Yeah, I would do it though. I would totally do it. I wouldn't have no problem with it at all. You know what I mean? Because I would just want that moment. You know what I mean? Because that's an experience. And then I can go back to that experience and be like, hey, y'all check this out, man. I did this for 8 hours, whatever I was in.
Okay, I want to get back to some MLS Inter Miami lady. Y'all might not know this, but only 8 nations have won the men's FIFA World Cup since the tournament began in 1930. Not even 10. We didn't even get to double digits. Despite 23 editions being played. World War II canceled 1942 and 1946. So those tournaments in FIFA, of course, doesn't count. And West Germany's 3 titles as part of Germany's overall record, if y'all remember that. Why do you think so few countries have managed to win the World Cup? And what does it take to build a championship soccer nation? Somebody help me with this.
Because traditionally soccer is coming from a certain group of nations. It's not like it's just now being interesting in the US, right? Although like the US men's team are always going to claim like the Cowboys, like it's our year, but realistically it's not. So right, you always think like
okay.
Yeah,
the women's team is so much better. The women's team is so much better than
no doubt. No doubt.
Talks
No
about
question.
that because women's
No
sports
question.
is just a thing as of like this decade. People
women's
want
team all day.
But yeah, so right, you're going back to the countries that have had this long-standing, almost like a tradition of this is our sport. You know, we do this. So yeah, they're gonna have that history, that background of knowing what to do, or even caring to play it realistically, just like how we have the NFL, right? Like, sure, another country can pretend to play American football, but at the end of the day, like we know who's going to win if in an international tournament. So that's why you have those power nations, and getting more nations involved is a great move, and hopefully it gets just like more people into the sport as well, everywhere.
I like that.
As someone who has 3 kids in travel soccer right now, I'm living this nonsense right now. The U.S. will always be a pay to play. That's how we do sports in this country, pay to play. I've been in the UK, like over there, like your kid is brought into a club and it's free soccer. It's free. Everyone gets to play free soccer. There's so many kids. Like I guarantee 2 miles down the road at DC Line or Tacoma Park, there are kids who could be the next Messi, but they'll never have the opportunity to play at a level that my kids are playing at now. That's just the reality of it. It sucks. That's the truth. In Europe, everyone plays soccer, and you start out as a little kid, and they just bring you up through the club system. Think like, you start little league, rec league, classic, AAU, travel, elite. They bring you up through the ranks, and then eventually you get, if you're good enough, you become signed to a, Manchester United's 5 level down club team when you're 15 years old, and you just come up through the system all for free. You go stay in their barracks. Like they bring you up. We would never do that because we wouldn't make money off it. A company X wouldn't make money off it. So that's why the United States is like 40 years behind in soccer. And it's going to be that way for a while. But like Polly said, I think the World Cup is the first seed it was planted. It's going to slowly change interest to soccer in the United States.
Greg, I thought you was about to pop in there. Greg, did you grow up playing soccer?
No. Being raised in a rural town, soccer wasn't the main thing. The main thing in the South is football, basketball, and then predominantly football. You know what I mean? Because a lot of southern states don't have an NFL team. So, you might have somewhere like Arkansas that gravitates to maybe the New Orleans Saints. So that type thing. Yeah. So it was a lot more football. But I started playing a little soccer with on the game though, Xbox, FIFA.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that FIFA?
That's the closest I know right now. That's what I'm saying? I know Messi and I know Ronaldo.
Yeah. I've never played soccer. I just live the experience with my kids. My wife is a Division I soccer player. Like I don't understand soccer. It's just I'm football, baseball. I can teach you how to play football and baseball. I can't in basketball. Can't do anything with soccer. But it's just a weird culture, man. It's the haves and have nots. It's literally like that in the United States. It's crazy to see, man.
I was gonna piggyback. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Greg. I'll say this one for Steve.
Gotcha. I was going to piggyback off your statement and say, it seems like a lot of sports are now pay to play. Yeah. It seems like you have to get your son into a AAU basketball team early, and that costs money. And just like with a little league football too, everything is becoming pay to play. Just because if you look at collegiate sports, they're starting to get paid now. So that's just the trickle down effect of everything.
Mhm.
And it almost seems like whatever organization or whatever sport you want to do, like they get very upset if you ever think about doing something other than their sport.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
$5 million to play our sport, and now we don't want you to do anything else, even though it's your money. So you could do whatever you want theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Steve, I got to come back in. Can I give you 2 follows up, Steve?
Here we go.
Oh.
What box did we open now?
So, Steve, let's say you're at an MLS game
Okay.
and the camera focuses on you and your wife and your
Oh.
kids. Fine. You brought the kids to the game, although it should have been date night, Steve, but whatever. She's a soccer player. Last thing she wants to do is be worried about your baby's kids.
What's
She's
date
trying
night?
to
What's
enjoy the
date night? I
game.
don't know what date night is anymore. Keep going.
That's a dime piece situation.
Yeah.
So, Steve, they invite you 2 down to take a kick for $1 million. Is your wife gonna mush you at the face and say, I got this, hold my nachos, and then she gonna take the shot and you just gonna sit there? Good luck, baby. Is that gonna happen, Steve?
No, I'm gonna be like, hey, you're gonna go take this kick, and what do I need to do to support you? I'll stay here and watch the kids, and you go take the kick.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
illiterate
you
when it
can
comes
admit
to
that.
soccer, man. Don't ask me to kick your soccer ball.
Okay, so then here's the second follow-up. Back to the travel with
Yes.
your kids. Yo, Steve, since you said you don't know nothing about nothing,
Yep.
do the other parents tell you to shh? Because you be like, little Stevie, you're offside.
No,
Yo,
no.
Steve, he ain't
Because
offside.
our coaches, we get instructed as parents of what to say, what not to say. We are not supposed to coach our kids. We are not supposed to, we are supposed to encourage, and we
Yeah.
are supposed to cheer them on. They are adamant about, you do not coach your kids. I'm the coach. You're not the coach. You don't know what you're doing. The coach will come over and yell at the parent. And I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Yell
I
at
like
us.
that.
Because some of these parents need to be checked. They need to be checked. They
No
are habitual
doubt.
line steppers, if you know the reference. Like, you got to check these parents, man. No, I don't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Steve.
they're Division I coach, couch coaches. That's what
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them try to be. Some of them try to be. Yeah.
Ain't never coach a game in their life, but yeah, they think they know it all. While we on soccer, the 2030 World Cup will span Europe, Africa, South America, with Morocco, Spain, and Portugal hosting the main tournament. 3 commemorative matches in Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay, and that's going to honor the centenary of the first World Cup. Because, 2030, I told y'all earlier in the other question, it was 1930. How might hosting a World Cup across multiple continents reshape the future of global sporting events? Y'all see that?
Yeah, tourism, money, and hope. Maybe I would say accessibility, but knowing how expensive it's going to be, it's definitely not accessibility. It's going to be more so tourism. So bringing more money into the local countries that who's going to go visit Uruguay or Morocco, right? It's a select group of people, but if it's for soccer and they can get what they think is a good deal to go there, then they will.
I like it. I see the money. NFL, they're playing maybe 2, almost 3 games over in Europe now. And you only do that if you see the potential and then it's making money. You're going to keep it going if you are bleeding money. And if you ever look at those games, the stadiums is packed. Those people show up. Now, we do have a lot of military members that are stationed there, but that ain't everybody. We got expats that live there, but that ain't everybody. And I did live in Germany, and I'm going to tell you, American football is bigger than you may know. Back when I was living in Germany, that's when we had NFL Europe. And let me tell you, the Germans love American football. And I can mention some other countries, the Netherlands, I saw Belgium, but I see it. I'm okay with the money because it's access, right? I mean, you can penetrate new markets. And I like what Polly said too. You also bring in a lot of money.
Yeah. The only problem with that is if they're doing this, I don't know about the country selection. FIFA's corrupt anyway. It's just like the NCAA, corrupt organizations. You got to
That's a whole other podcast,
You got to
Steve.
bribe the FIFA guy to get the thing. Don't even let me talk about the corruption we noticed in New York City. But that's a whole other topic. I'm not even gonna
Yes,
go
sir.
with it. You probably already know where I'm going with that.
Yes, sir.
But some of these countries, like it happened in Brazil, I forget, like 2010, somewhere around that time frame. There was a World Cup in Brazil, and all this money get dumped in. The people at Brazil government, hey, we need investors. They get like these $600 million stadiums built, and then the World Cup happens and it leaves, and then these things, they don't touch them again.
Yeah.
It happens. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just a huge, like a grift. All this money comes in, they get the stadium, and boom, never again. Now, some of these countries, it's happened. I want to say it's South Africa or something. They're starting to repurpose some of these stadiums for like homeless shelter, like turn them into like bungalows for like the homeless, like repurpose. But it happens, man. So hopefully they use, like in the United States, what do we do in Canada, Mexico? We used stadiums that already existed. We didn't build anything. So hopefully that's the same thing that they're going to do over there, because I just see the opportunity for like corruption and fraud much easier to do in some of those other countries where there's not a lot of checks and balances that happen, you know.
I think that was the issue in like the Sochi Olympics when they held in Russia, because they had to build everything to get the Olympics going, but then it was so shady and poor conditions, or like people couldn't fulfill their contracts. So it's like stuff was either didn't get built, wasn't built properly, and then it's just dilapidated. So
I heard about Olympic athletes in Olympic Village living in like we live downrange in like wooden plywood little mini rooms.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So Donato, quick question.
Yeah.
In regards to those countries that you named, I'm seeing cartel. So are we also going to be looking at safety issues? Are we going to be bringing in our own security? And, you know, because some of those countries, you know, the smaller towns are on the list of do not travel in, based on where you live at, your country of residence.
That's a fair point. I will say those soccer fans, when I look at the demographics, overwhelmingly, I think a lot of the people who are paying that the cameras kept going on, I don't think they have issues in other places as far as, I'm going to say blending. But to your point, because I was gonna follow up and ask y'all where would y'all want to go, and I was gonna say Africa. I ain't been to a World Cup, but it was exciting, and I had never been to Africa. I had a chance to go, and it fell through. But I've never gone, and I was like, yo, that would be a great time to go. World Cup game, and then do some touristy things. But I blend there. But to your point, I know a lot of people that hate these kids. Sorry, Polly, in all these Argentina jerseys, because if y'all don't know, little history. Argentina whiteified themselves, and the country intentionally drove out dark people. You can look this up. It's all facts. And so and oh, by the way, who did they invite right after World War II? Oh yeah, the Nazis. I mean, you put all that together. They took a lot of immigrants from other places. They brought in a bunch of Italians, and then they kicked the dark people out. Like, that's Argentina's history. Y'all can look it up. That's why Messi has an Italian name. Manu Ginobili, that's Italian. He's Argentina, he was a sixth man of the year. I could go on. So I'm just offering that to say I don't know if the safety is gonna matter for some people who can blend, maybe until they open their mouth for what they're dressed like.
But with the the athletes, they are normally sequestered in the Olympic villages, so they don't leave. Right. That's why you see a lot of like STDs and stuff go up between all the Olympics. Yes. They are literally sequestered in like the same spot. So the safety, and they get bus ride, they get police escorts. Really, you just gotta watch out for the tourists who go there. And you know, any country, the pickpockets are just gonna be. You know, it just happens everywhere.
No doubt. Yeah, I thought that's what you were. You talking about the athletes, DL, or you were talking about tourists? Because I went to tourists.
I went to tourists.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the tourists.
Okay.
I know that the athletes are going to be protected.
Yeah.
Because countries have invested in them to bring back, medals and honor to their country. So they're going to make sure the athletes are taken care of. But again, what about those of us that are tourists that, want to follow our teams to these different countries, or, catch some, teams out there playing? That's what I want to think about.
Yeah, I was thinking when you mentioned that, I thought about like human trafficking, sex trafficking, and then cartels, like, you go disappear and like, where did you go? You went to another country and nobody's going to look for you, type of thing.
Yeah, and I have no shame in saying that when I travel out of my normal scope or scenery, I have no problem keeping an air tag on me. Somebody,
Yeah,
That's smart.
hey,
as
That's
you
laugh
smart.
should.
about it,
Don't
but
take my
somebody's
kidneys.
always gonna know where you're at.
Yeah.
God, see, DL,
And then
DL
I was going to
smart.
piggyback and say that optics play a big factor too, because they're only going to show so much, when they're commercializing the World Cup. So you could
Yeah.
probably have a very nice area where everybody's staying and things look beautiful on that little bubble, but then everything on the outside is war ridden. You know what I'm saying? And tore down.
Right.
So yeah, just to play off the fact.
Steve, I think you and I got it.
I would still go to watch the World Cup despite all the
Yeah.
human trafficking. I would still go.
Yeah.
Even I'm going.
Hey,
You gotta
click
take
up.
a
You and
chance.
your click.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that you feel a little bit better. You got a gang of y'all.
Right.
But you gotta you gotta have friends that want to spend the money
Oh yeah.
too.
We put in for the lottery for some of these ones, man. The lottery, even if you won it, I mean, the tickets were like upwards of like $1,500 just for one.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
that was here in the United States. So it's like, so I had friends who went to New York City to watch parties. They drove to New York City from DC to go to watch parties instead of just going to get, trying to get a World Cup ticket. So
No, I feel you on that. Yo, you know what? You just sold me on why I need to come to DC for the NFL draft again.
next year,
Hey, mama. You
I'm
know what? I'll
off.
talk to my wife later. I'll talk to her later.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. She do whatever I say,
Yeah.
Steve. I'm the king of this house.
Bullshit.
Oh, I thought the door handle jiggled. Ooh, brother got scared. All right. Steve, we got to keep this one old. Young Bucks try to keep up.
Ooh.
Blues Brothers.
Hey.
Steve, the industry gatekeepers initially dismissed the movie The Blues Brothers as too black for mainstream audiences, limiting its theater rollout. But the film still became a top 10 box office hit and introduced millions to soul and blues legends. That's why it was too black, because it was going to have all them black people in it. Its success proved audiences were far more open to black music and culture than Hollywood executives assumed. So the question is, what happens when audiences embrace a film that the industry itself underestimated?
I mean, I think they just course correct and figure out how to make more money off of it. I mean, yeah, I didn't know that first and foremost. That blows my mind.
I didn't either.
I know.
Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi, yeah, super
Too
soul there.
black.
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So my thing is, I got an idea. So what if it was two black guys leading the cast? What would it have been then? If it's two black, you got two white guys leading the cast. So what is that? What does that look like?
It wouldn't have came out.
Yeah.
It would have
Yeah.
went straight to was that Betamax?
Yeah.
On demand. Back in the day, on demand.
Hey Steve, go call your dad. I bet your dad
Yeah.
know. Was Betamax in the
Be
in the-
Kind, Please Rewind from Blockbuster Video.
You know what I'm saying? And for the Young Bucks, Jake and Elwood, that the Bruce Brothers was about Jake and Elwood as they race across Illinois on a chaotic, music-filled mission to save the orphanage they grew up in by getting their band back together. Their journey turns into a wild chase packed with soul, I already mentioned that, blues, unforgettable performances, and some of the most over-the-top car scenes ever put on film. So now, for all the Young Bucks out there, maybe y'all want to go see it. Maybe y'all want to know. Especially if you gangster, if you real out there, and somebody was like, oh, it's too black, that should automatically be your reason to go watch. Ooh, interesting. So maybe I just piqued your interest. Maybe. We'll see. DL, I'm going to guess you might be the only one here, but have you ever used any natural remedies?
Yes, very much so.
And then I'm going to guess, I'm going to say Steve. Steve, growing up, any natural remedies in the family? Grandma try to break you off with a little something?
Yes. One thing I remember specifically. So growing up, I had asthma growing up, and when I didn't take my medication, I would get these headaches. And so my dad with this little, I grew up in a Chinese household, so there's a little vitamin, like a multivitamin bottle. It was like repurposed, and inside it there was this liquid in it that just smelled like death, like smelled like something died. And he would rub that nonsense on my temple. I don't know what it was. And then like 30 minutes later, my headache would kind of be gone. And to this day, he still will not tell me what it is. The smell, it just, like DL said, I'm getting PTSD just thinking about it. The smell is so bad. And the other natural remedies, when we were sick, we didn't always go to the doctor. My dad would make me just boil some water, get a newspaper, and just stick my face over the boiling water like this. Hey, just smell some steam, and just make me smell steam for 30 minutes. Growing up, that was the brown nasty liquid, and smelling steam was like the two remedies that my dad slapped on me growing up.
Now,
Yo,
Steve,
Steve,
I gotta ask Steve.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
In regards to your migraine, you
Yes.
forgot about your headache because you was thinking of that odor.
Maybe that was the whole trick, DL. Maybe I want him to the smell will be so
Did he
bad
take your
that
mind
he'll
off
forget
of it?
about. I could have just gave my medication, and I wouldn't have had a migraine in the first place.
in my major pain voice, you want me to help you get that off of your mind, Steve?
Yeah.
That's what your dad said.
Yeah.
That's
brown
your
liquid.
daddy, Steve.
Ugh.
Yo, Steve, you bringing me back. So I used to take kung fu, and then I used to teach it. And I remember we used to believe in like body hardening.
Yeah.
That you could harden your forearms and
We did it in kickboxing.
like y'all might have
too.
seen it in
Kickboxing,
movies
we
with
did it on
like
our shins. We did it on our shins.
yeah,
for kickboxing,
Muay Thai fighters, they kick stuff to. And I remember I did traditional authentic kung fu, and we used to bring out, it's called Dit Da Jiao, and it sounds like that. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Steve, but I know we call them Shifu, but my Shifu would come out with that stuff if you ever showed any pain. And I'm gonna tell you,
You sure it's not Tiger Bomb? You sure it wasn't some Tiger Bomb?
you thought you was good. No, that's something different. But the Dit Da Jiao, man, they thought that fixed everything, and it did smell like something got cleansed on the inside, and it got put in a jar. But you thought it worked, or like DL said, maybe you got distracted. I don't know.
Possibly. Don't know. Dad never told
I got
me.
a home remedy for you.
Uh-oh.
Ginger ale.
Yes. Fixes everything.
Fixes everything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You got his stomach upset, go get a ginger ale.
And
Just
don't forget
True.
the ginger ale and the saltine crackers. I don't care what's going on.
Yeah. Gargling
you
salt
gotta have
water.
saltine crackers
Oh,
so
yeah.
it can fill the stomach up because you've been throwing up. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have
Yes.
saltine crackers.
Gargle salt water. Yeah.
See, y'all have brought me back. So this is why I asked that. Hollyhocks.
I got one.
Oh, you do?
I do. I got a couple.
Holly. You and your Beverly Hills, California living self, you don't got no natural remedies.
I do. You
Okay.
brought stories I didn't know I still had. All right. So if you had a fever, instead of taking fever reducing medication, you get these little strips of, insert whatever blanket or a napkin that your parents keep for decades because it's going to be useful one day. You dip them in vinegar and you wrap that on your wrists and ankles and sometimes on your head, and it's supposed to help with the fever, reduce the fever. Some vinegar.
Vinegar wrapped in like a cloth and just put it somewhere.
Yes, put on your forehead, your wrists, your ankles.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Then
I'ma
I got
try it.
one. So
Greg said, I'm free Friday night after this.
I mean, eventually my fever went away, but I think it would have went away with, like Steve said, with some real medication. And I appreciate, growing up in the sunny Southern California, right? We had a lot of sun. I do appreciate nowadays that there is aloe vera gel to help with my sunburn, because otherwise the remedy was you apply some sour cream on your body to help with that burn.
No, I have never heard of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sour cream.
Greg, no, Greg. No,
Wait a minute.
Greg. Stop, Greg.
No.
You're considering it.
Wait a minute.
I
Probably
was just
the
thinking
same
about sour cream on the skin.
Right, and I'm like the same sour cream that I put on my potato.
Yeah.
Mama.
And the same ones I put on my pierogies.
The same I put on my chili.
It's cool. It's thick. Okay.
We
right?
don't waste no sour cream. No.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on,
gonna be
hold on.
burned,
Let the
baby.
woman talk, DL.
If you don't have it, if you don't have aloe vera or you don't have other things, you got to use what you already own. And you have vinegar and you have sour cream, so you have to stretch the products out. You know?
Hey, mama,
Yeah.
you know I ain't got nothing to do after this. Get some chips. Yeah. Burritos, whatever we got. I like that. I'm gonna beat Greg to it.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all how it turned out.
I think there was something involved with mustard, not that yellow American mustard, but that European mustard,
Grainy type.
a grainy type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was like applying it to the sole of your feet or something, but also helping with fevers. Okay, we have a lot of fever remedies that are, in theory. I don't want to say that
Yeah.
they're actually working, but yeah, we had a couple. Yeah.
I got another one for you.
Uh-oh.
How about putting slices of onions in your socks and putting
In
them
your
on? Yeah, in your socks, and you put them on and sleep with them overnight. Yeah, man. Knocks out the
Okay.
toxins out your body, man, for some reason. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me that. I don't know that part.
I wonder if that's the equivalent of now they try to market these tape things you put on your feet when
Yeah,
you wake up. It's
uh-huh.
like black. I wonder if that's the original version of that.
Wow.
It's-
Okay.
I think that's what we did with the mustard
Yeah.
with the socks. There was something like your feet had to be covered when you had to help you get healthy.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
I hate
it's
to
terrible
say
to sleep with, though.
It's terrible, but it works though. I hate
It
to say
works.
it works.
Well, I think
And I
onions
know-
absorb stuff, right? Like they're very
Yeah.
They do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I know it's not a herbal remedy. My father was from New York and had good hair, and he could take an egg and make and some mayonnaise and make a mixture and do it like a cholesterol treatment, the original cholesterol treatment, and the curls in his hair would just be popping. When he had
Yes.
that. Yeah. My
So this was a hair product.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Just
Yeah.
Things
That was,
that people come up with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't-
15
know what
years
that
ago,
is.
I
Yeah.
probably could have.
yeah, what's that about?
Yeah.
You guys ever seen the headache remedy of putting the jar of water on your head and it sucks the suction? You ain't seen the suction remedy?
Like
Hell,
Apparently, it was real
No.
big in the South, where like
the suction people put on their backs.
yeah, but you take like a
Mhm.
jar, fill it with water, put it on
Yeah.
the kid's head, let the suction go, and then you pull it up a couple times like that. And apparently, the science behind it is it pulls the blood up and it helps with the headache, the release of the headache and the tension in the blood. I've seen it on a bunch of videos, so you look it up sometime. The
We did it for our
headache
backs.
remedy.
That remedy was like we did those cupping on your backs, and then if you
Yeah.
had a nice, beautiful bruise the next day, that means it was successful and
Yeah,
whatever it was purported to do. Yeah, that's crazy. But on your head, yikes.
yeah.
Wait, no.
So this was about hollyhocks, like their marshmallow root relatives. It produces a natural gel that swells into a silky, protective coating when soaked in water, and was once used as medicine long before it was admired as a flower. That lingering gel still acts like a second skin for irritated tissue, proving some remedies don't need reinventing, just remembering. So with what y'all thought about, and then this hollyhocks, how do we decide which old natural remedies deserve to be brought back into modern life?
The crunchy moms of TikToks decide that.
When you were saying hollyhocks, I thought you were giving Polly Pockets as a nickname for Polly Pocket, like hollyhocks. I thought it was like because I don't know what that is. I thought that was a nickname for her.
I figured no one knew.
It's my crunchy mom name online.
Polly
Heard of it.
Pockets, hollyhock. Oh yeah, I could
Hollyhocks.
see how you could. I see that.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I think it's a little bit of what you said, Greg, of putting the onions down there, and then Steve knew that there's something that uses that, and then that suction thing again. Steve, see, you're like the subject matter expert on this. And then to your point, the suction with the cup. If science sees that there is some knowledge of the dispersal, you got to bring this stuff back.
But unless
and
it's
then, of
on
course,
social
some way to
media,
make
like
money.
Polly said, nobody's going to see or
Nobody's on
care. It's got to go viral.
No,
on
it's
some
got to go
platform.
viral. It's got to go viral. Okay,
Yeah.
Not the
I was
viral illness.
I was going to say that. Well, let's see. I can give you an example of how old meets new, And so you guys were referencing the cups, right? You know, you get the suction cups that you get put on your back, and then you get the little fire in there, and they suck to your back, and that's a natural healing remedy, right? Well, now they have created a mechanical suction cup, right? That actually you can it warms up as it's sucking to the skin, and so you got different settings, and basically you can do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? All you do is charge it up. It has a built-in battery. You charge it up, and it does the same thing as the old cupping style. You see what I mean?
Dang. You see that?
That's
So
crazy.
we could order something to make us look rich, because you know it's a badge of honor, right? You're like, oh yeah, I just had a cupping session, and everybody
Yeah.
knows that ain't the $10.99 for 4 visits variety. But
Right.
you can show off your little suction cups. Steve, you an athlete.
Well,
You
when
see
I
the
tore
NBA
my
players.
tore my labrum, I went to get cupping, and the lady, the Korean lady, she put the cups on, and she had the hand pump, like a bicycle pump, but a small one. She put it
Yeah.
on, and she was like, whoosh, 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 and she put like 5 on, but it wasn't battery powered. It was literally the manual, get the air out version. Ugh, that's cool. I like that.
And then you
Yeah.
don't need
I actually have it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have
There we
it.
go.
I was
See?
like-
Proof is in the pudding. Sponsored by
Brought
Greg.
back the memory. He's trying to make it go viral now, so people go
Yeah.
back.
yeah.
Yo, okay. I want to try it. Let's talk about a little music. And when you lose things, anybody ever had like a house fire growing up or anything like that?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
House
it's
broke
a terrorizing.
into.
What?
That.
I said house broke into.
Oh, that I can
Had that one.
imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Had that one.
But not a house
imagine.
fire.
Yo, I remember, Greg, my parents said their house got broken into when they first got together, and they swear my dad to his grave would have kept saying it was the neighbors.
It's always
Because
the
you know,
neighbors.
neighbors,
That's who
they
did
in
it
your
to
house
me.
all the time. They know what you got.
Yeah. No, it's always the neighbors. It's always somebody who knows you, man. That's how it always goes. It's always somebody right next to you. It will be the friend who comes over and be like, "Oh man, your stuff got stolen. Oh, let me help you look for it," and be the person that stole it. It'd be the same person trying to help you look for it.
So this one's a little bit about that. RZA lost over 300 original Wu-Tang beats in a basement flood, forcing him to rebuild entire albums from memory and accidentally creating the darker, grittier sound that defined the group. The disaster even derailed Inspector Deck's debut, leaving those lost versions as one of hip-hop's greatest mysteries. So my question is, how much of an artist's legacy is shaped by the accidents and disasters they never planned for?
A lot.
Yeah. No, I think it is.
It's
It-
lucky behind me. It's either
If
good
any,
or bad luck. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, if anyone knows of an instance, I know I can think of opportunities, and sometimes that's all it is. That your opportunity arises because of someone else's misfortune. So I get it. Let me explain this to you. This is let's call it a humble brag. I had a member, Cool Rock Ski from the Fat Boys. He's been on the podcast, and he was telling me, you know, it was only 3 of them in the movies, and you saw, but it's a great episode. Go back and check it out, y'all. But he said, man, it was about 5, 6 of us. And it was going to be 5, 6 of us till the end. It's just that when it was time to record, them fools didn't show up. And the show must go on. We had to put some stuff down because they would have held us back. Now, there was some kind of issues, but that actually happened. And then those 3 took off. Maybe it was harder with 5 or 6 dudes. I guess we'll never know. But that's the only one I can really think of when something unfortunate happens, keeps people delayed, but then something materializes from it.
Yeah.
You got to be ready. But Eminem said you only get one shot.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
There it is.
It'll never happen in
exactly.
today's day and age with digital media. It'll never happen. But look at what happened after the fact. You know, Wu-Tang is one, and all the affiliates of Wu-Tang, you know, the members.
Yes.
Some of the best sounds you have out there that you just don't have those sounds anymore. So it worked out fine. Like, he clearly, I'm gonna say, desperation breeds innovation, and innovation breeds like perfection. So, I mean, it worked out just fine because the man's a rhythmic genius. So yeah, it's crappy that it happened. It'll never happen. Something like that will never happen again. But that was the 90s, right? That was the early 90s.
Yeah.
Everything was on tape or Betamax, like you said.
I call it a brilliant accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's almost, Greg, Steve, people step up when need to. And sometimes when you're under the gun, y'all always heard about those people. They don't pay attention in class. Really, they don't do homework. But when the test rolls around, without cheating, they can pull. They can recall. Mm-hmm. But you don't find that out until people get thrust into a moment where they can shine.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
All right. LeVar Ball says LaMelo is the most complete ball brother because he combined Lonzo's playmaking and LiAngelo's scoring after watching both of them develop like smartphone models. Improving with each release is what he's saying about his kids. Now, with LaMelo's son, LaOne, we'll get back to that. LaOne, like the number. Okay, DL gets it. DL gets it. LeVar believes that the next evolution of the family hoop dynasty has already begun. Guys, how far can a family's generational blueprint really take an athlete when each new member learns from the ones who came before?
Is LaMelo the youngest?
Yeah, he's the youngest.
All right. How is
he's the coldest?
He's the tallest too.
Yeah.
He's also the tallest. Okay.
Okay.
Like 6'8", 6'7", something like that.
He's the best out the three.
Yeah.
He is. Well, we'll never know with Lonzo because he got hurt.
Injured.
So I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one
was in,
got kicked out of China. The other one got kicked out of China for stealing. So you just can't get right.
And out of UCLA.
Yeah.
So now you can't go back to a whole country. And then when you get back to your country, you're getting kicked off the team. UCLA, man. Of all teams to get kicked off of. I believe it. And I coach my kids in sports. I coach a lot of kids' sports. But I believe in monkey see, monkey do. And I believe that oldest, they can pass down. They can help you. It's like a coach on the field who says, well, you know what? Here's another way. Papa showed me, but this is how you do it. It's like a translator almost too. And then that makes it easier on you, which means now you have more patience and time to get into the intricacies, which makes the next generation better. So I agree. And I hate to say this, but a lot of times, and right now, I'm agreeing with LeVar Ball.
Nope, I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in it. Magic Johnson.
Oh. Hold on now. Okay, guys and gals, other than UDL. Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan because he focused on basketball. Mm-hmm. He wasn't Steve. Steve sound like he's doing some driving to travel soccer and he's at those games, even though he still don't know what's going on. Why is the goalie in a different color shirt? His wife still hasn't told him the answer to that. But I think that's DL. Are you a little bit of an agreement there?
I mean, I understand that concept, but we can't say that, okay, if dad played, the next generation is going to be just as good as dad because it's in the bloodline. There are kids out here that come from non-athletic parents. Parents can't even tell you about a sport. The child has a love for sports, get involved in it, and they supersede what their parents could never have done. So just because it's in the bloodline doesn't mean it's going to hit that one because the next generation might not like sports, might be the worst person, the last one picked. You might pick the child in the wheelchair over that child.
You can't.
Yeah.
True. You just gave Magic Johnson a heart attack.
That's a fact.
You ain't gonna ball
because it goes back to like we do like nature versus nurture. argument about things, how it's like it's not really one or the other, it's a combination of both. To just say that it's like, oh, it's in our nature, yeah, but we saw that not in our nature. I already mixed up the two, but right, like look at LaMelo's brothers, right? And by circumstances, they had the potential to be great, but then they did shoplifting, they got injured. So this child doesn't even have any data points to say that, like, oh, he's on the path to greatness. Like, no, he is just born from a basketball player.
Yeah.
I want to go in one more time against you, DL, to use that example. Now, we never really heard about a player being at AAU games for their son, a current player too, but y'all know LeBron used to roll up at all them AAU tournaments, travel soccer, Steve, right?
Yeah.
So when he had that time off, I mean, you got a real job, Steve, but you ain't LeBron, but you figure it out and you get there, you're involved in it. I think that those players that involve themselves in the process, they nurture it and can continue the generational blueprint. But a lot of them dudes who they're doing everything else, I think that's why their kids aren't good, because they're not paying basketball trainers. They're not there themselves to pull that kid in. And I think that's why their kids don't have that desire to push.
I think there's also a level of greatness that's involved, because if you look at all the greats, you rarely see their offspring, their kids become just as good as them. It's unlikely that you're going to be able to meet that standard of greatness. This is why Michael Jordan kids have never have gotten to the level that he's at. You know what I mean? It seems like the lower level players, like a LeVar Ball, right? Take him for instance. He wasn't the greatest basketball player, so he had more time, like you said, to nurture his kids' talent. So he had time to be around. So I think it also has to depend on the level of greatness that you're at, and, or you were at. You see what I'm saying? Because Michael Jordan don't have time to be training his kids, and, you know. But LeVar Ball does, because he's not going to have the same career as Michael Jordan.
I want to give y'all a little peek behind the curtain. Travel Soccer Steve, help me out with this. I believe that even when it comes to you all and me, all of us, normal people, that parent has to want to put in the time with the kids. Or if they're not putting in the time, put in the money.
We do them both. Like, I'm out there drilling shots at my son who's a goalie. I'm kicking as hard as I can.
Yes.
We're paying for private training. You know, you got to drive 45 minutes of private training. Like, we're in on this. But there's an other side to it, though, going off what Greg said. A lot of these athletes, like the great ones, right? Think of the great ones. They worked so hard to get where they are. And they went through so much, whether it's physical, mental, discriminatory, whatever that is. They don't want their kids to have to put up with what they did. I did this so you don't have to. Probably like Magic's kids. You can go do your social media, you know, Johnson Jr., whatever you want to do. Like, you don't have to do what I do because I did it for you. But on the other side of that, I think there's some examples of kids who had all the talent in the world and they became like these methodical robots and they just had no soul. I'm just a football player. If you remember Todd Marinovich, the old Raiders quarterback, he was so good, but all he did was play football. That kid was not allowed to have any social life. He was not allowed to do anything but play football. And eventually the kid's like, you know what? I'm just going to get strung out on drugs. I don't want to play football anymore. You've drilled it into me. And this is the fun that I'm trying to teeter is I don't want this to be their entire lives. Like, they got to be kids. They got to be able to go mess up. You got to go fail, go get in trouble. You know, it ain't all about just that. So it's kind of a fine line, if that makes sense.
Jennifer Capriati. That was the one. DL, you nod in your head. She was the first teenage tennis star.
Yeah, she was.
And y'all might not have heard of her. She was right before Venus and Serena. Well, Serena's younger than Venus, but she's right around that Venus time frame. But she was like a 14, 15-year-old phenom. She flamed out. All that free time, whenever she could get away down in Florida, she was ending up here, there. Her game went down, blew through money, drug. Yeah, it got ugly. To your point, Steve, I agree with that. You know, when it comes to athletic ability, there's what's that guard? Mike, Steve, help me out.
Which one? Bibby?
Played with Memphis for a while.
Mike Bibby?
Nope. After that, his dad was the Olympic triple jumper. Conley.
Michael Conley.
Mike Conley.
Junior.
So it's in the genes. His dad sets long jump, triple jump records. And then back in the 80s when they used to have Rock and Jock, he entered the dunk contest and he was a skywalker. And he could do everything because the brother could jump. That's good genetics. Then his son made it to the NBA, had a great career. He's still hanging on, about 17, 18 years in. And so I think, to your point of maybe you don't have to be a track guy, take these athletic genes and go do something else. That's another thing. Maybe we direct our kids to go do something else with those skills. I had Jermaine O'Neal's daughter was on my radio show, and she's a big time volleyball player now. And that's because her dad pushed her to do that. He didn't really care about pushing her into basketball. She played a little bit, but then she showed the interest in volleyball and he fully supported it. And she went to University of Texas, and then she was the number 1 pick in the volleyball draft. That's nice. She told us all that in the air. She also said, just in case she's Asia, if you're watching this, it was also because of her mom too. She said, everybody always mentions dad. Nobody mention mama. I mentioned your mama, Asia. Come back on the pie.
Yeah. But I guarantee those professional athletes, kids, if they wanted to pursue that route, they will have everything they need in life to be successful at that one particular thing. And I think a lot of people, they don't choose to do it. The Mannings will be the next example because Peyton Manning's son just took his first snap as a freshman and it went viral. I don't know if you've seen it. Everyone's watching Peyton, and he's a freshman in high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Arch is his nephew. So go ahead, Greg.
Oh yeah. Thanks. No, I was going to say I think also there's a line between skill and athleticism. You see what I'm saying? Because athleticism you can be born with. Skill is something you have to develop. And just because a top tier athlete's son is born with athleticism doesn't mean he'll always gain the skill. You know what I'm saying? To take it to the next level sometimes. So again, I think it's like a lottery, I believe.
I want to finish with one last one. I had some MLS. I had some World Cup. Felt like we did that. I even had one about Nolan, Greg, and you kind of mentioned that one. So I'm gonna take that one away. I'm just kind of curious, you guys. Norway's historic World Cup run, it ended in the quarterfinals. You know, they weren't a finalist, but the homecoming celebration, it took an unexpected turn when Erling Haaland arrived carrying a viral taxidermy raccoon souvenir that it stole the spotlight. Instead of the team's achievement, the quirky souvenir became the story everyone was talking about. And I think he got it when he was in Texas. Why do y'all think unusual moments like Haaland's raccoon, why does that often grab more attention than the athletic accomplishments themselves?
Who has a pet raccoon?
Yeah, and athletic achievements, like, they come and go, right? But raccoons, they're not forever unless there's a taxidermy one.
I'm gonna put that on a Hallmark card.
Yeah,
athletic achievements come and go. Raccoons are forever. By Polly Pies.
Great one. Someone would buy it. Someone quirky out there.
And you got to think about it. It was more original than standing up there holding a sign like "Go Team." You know, you did great or whatever. He put it back on. You know,
he was clutching that thing tight when he came down those steps too. He was doing it.
I mean, I think he himself is a like caricature. Him as a player, right? Like,
he is.
Was doing
he's
stuff,
so good. He's such a.
You just add to it his persona. Yeah. You have to.
I want to get mushy for a second. I want to say I appreciate y'all. Greg was my number 1 interview. Personally, it did great. It got a lot of views. I guess he got a lot of friends who actually care. Because I get people on and they be like, oh man, nobody gonna listen. Right. You don't sound like none of your family care. Greg sound like his greasy granny and 3 uncles listen to the episode like 5 times a piece. The numbers were good for me. They were good. So thanks, Greg and DL. You always rock with me. I appreciate you coming on, making the time. I like the orange though. I like the color pops.
Hey, it was celebration.
Polly, appreciate you. You were my West Coast connect, but now you gotta look over your shoulder because I got Greg right there. So if you start charging me too much when I I shouldn't talk about our smuggling operations on the airways like this. Anyway, Polly, we appreciate you taking time from counting money or curbing crypto or whatever it is you do. I never ask because I don't really want to know. And Steve, my OG, my podcast mentor. I'm trying to, by fourth season, I'm probably as good as you were halfway through your first, but you don't look down at me. You always talk to me like I'm a peer. So I appreciate you, brother.
Of course, man. VA
You're my
and
muse.
Florida ties. Gotta stick together.
Can I ask where everybody's from?
Oh yeah. Good question.
Yeah, where's everybody from?
I grew up in Northern Virginia, Alexandria, then moved to Woodbridge, but went to the Army, went all around the world. But I've been in Silver Spring, Maryland since 2010, so that's where I currently live right now.
Got you. My aunt lives in Virginia, and my brother and sister live in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greg, you gotta go visit people. Go visit people, Greg, and let us know. We'll link up.
I've never been there since I was born. I do. I definitely got to go.
Come back. Yeah, I'm deep up there too.
I will. Listen, I'm gonna come back.
Steve's the mayor.
My friends now. I got to come back over there. Yeah.
Steve is the mayor of DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That's I'll put him up against anybody.
Okay, gotcha.
And DL, where are you from?
I'm representing VA. So, hey, VA is in the house. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, Aunt Holly. Shouts out to my Aunt Holly, man. That's where she lives. So.
Oh, I bet Aunt Holly gonna listen to this about 8 times.
I need her to. We need her to. Come on, Aunt Holly.
The Gordon family, boy, they roll deep. Polly, where you from? Where you at?
And when I'm with the right crowd, I will claim the letters on your hat. Okay, LA.
Oh.
When I'm with the right crowd, all right. So not with Texans.
You know what, Polly?
Yes.
You seem like such a cool cat since you're an LA chick. You ever been to Compton?
Yes.
You ever been to Inglewood?
Yes.
You ever been to a cookout in Orange? No, you ever been to Orange County where there's a lot of Latinos and you might have been the only white girl?
I've been to the various parts of Orange County. Yes. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Hey, you definitely LA girl. You passed the test.
But we don't claim Orange County is its own thing. Let's clarify that, right? Like,
it's like its own little world.
That's them. Them over there.
Them. Yeah. They're not on our level.
That's how LA she is.
The hills and the OC, right? Different worlds.
Yo, wrong for that. I used to live in Los Angeles. Steve, I don't know if you remember that, but I used to live out there. And you see how she is? You see how Greg is? See how they looking down their nose at people? So like out there, it's so territorial. Like, oh, we're Valley. Or no, they're OC. They're not. That's not LA. And then there's like LA, and then some parts of LA County don't get lopped into LA. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I dated this chick. When I was in LA, I dated this chick. I'm sorry, Greg. Go ahead, Greg. Yo, when I was in LA, Greg, I dated this chick. And anytime I took her outside of LA, Greg, I could have been 10 minutes outside the sign, LA city limits. She like, we in the boondocks. Like,
because everything is in LA. You got people who are raised in LA have seen everything you could possibly see. So you see what I'm saying? So once you go outside of LA, there's nothing out there. So they're constantly like, oh, wow, there's grass and trees and forest. And,
if you go to LA, you're on your way to Vegas or Palm Springs, or you decided to drive to NorCal. That's the reason you leave LA. You don't leave LA like, oh, I wonder what borders our county. No.
Or to go to Vegas.
Right.
Facts. Yo, DL, when I lived in Los Angeles, it's a 3-hour drive to Vegas, and your boy had the pedal to the metal, boom, gone. And it was, hey, Steve, if all those people that went to NTC or were stationed out there in Barstow,
many times, yes.
If they plan it right, they could disappear and be in Vegas and come right back. It's that close.
Yep.
Wow.
but they got to plan that out, right?
Barstow, Ontario, man. Barstow, Ontario. There you go.
But so I'm sorry I got mushy there, but I appreciate you guys is all I'm saying. I appreciate the listeners. You know, I'm only at 20,000 on YouTube. That's my biggest, but I like them in the comments. You know, I do okay on TikTok, but all y'all that are watching, appreciate it. I don't do this. Yeah, who doesn't want to go viral? But I ain't getting paid, but I do have a lot of fun. And that's why we on season 4. So I appreciate you guys. Anybody want to plug anything? Anybody want to give any shout outs before we go? DL, you got anything?
No, we good down this way.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Double G. Yo, Greg, you got anything that's going to drop? Anything you want to plug?
No, man, I ain't got nothing right now, man. On YouTube as usual, just the AG vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Okay. Yo, if I had him on the pod for being an actor, but this dude is so much more than that. And I know I'm a kung fu nerd, but I love your content, Greg. You and your wife kill it. So follow Greg, check the content, and check the move.
This is what's on your wall behind
It's
you?
on his wall. See,
Yeah,
Greg's a real one.
Check it out. There you go. Yeah, you got to do it too.
I love
yeah.
it.
There we go.
Steve, don't make me bring out my Chinese
go.
broadsword.
Hey, I see your little album cover of I see Timac in the background up there on top shelf. So
Woo!
the last
Yeah,
dragon.
hey, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met him in person, Steve, at a Comic-Con. It was amazing. I'm glad I went because I had never been to a Comic-Con, and I probably will never. I don't know if I say I never go because it actually was kind of cool.
Yeah,
but yo, Greg, us kung fu nerds, we respect. Some of us had to sit in the horse riding position for 2 or 3 minutes at a time, which equals to many hours. And so we look at technique. We look at hand positioning, feet. You and wifey, man, y'all do a great job, man. The kung fu nerds appreciate because we know what it takes, and y'all make it look great.
Appreciate that. We really do appreciate it.
For the people, if they want to see some of your content, where can they go for that?
You can go on my Instagram, which is at @the_real_ Gregory Gordon, or it can be on the AG Vibe on YouTube.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yo, Podcast Miyagi, my OG. Yo, Steve, if they don't know you from what you do outside, because you've been on plenty of episodes with me, I'd love to have more, but I know you're doing stuff and you make your own podcast. Can you tell people a little bit of plug your pod and what you do?
Yeah, you could just Google anywhere, Command This Podcast, Washington Commanders based podcast, but we cut up a lot. You know, we try to not always do the Commanders content. So once in a while we'll do like, top 5s, name your subject, top 5 of anything you could think of. We'll do like top 5 drafts of, favorite foods, tailgate foods, best R&B artists, hip hop. Like, so we vary a little bit, especially in the off season, but now that football's back, it's all Commanders content. We collab with all other sports, NFL teams, beat report writers, local beat report writers. We got some player interviews, but you can find us anywhere. Command This Podcast on YouTube, all your socials, mostly predominantly on YouTube, not too active on the other socials, but we are there. So yeah, check us out, man. Every live Mondays and Thursday nights at 8:30 East Coast time.
And Polly, are there any corporate mergers you're in the middle of that you want to tell us to dump stock out of before you buy them?
Can't talk about it.
Do you want to hold up your iPhone
Pump
20
and dumps.
none of us can afford that you already have?
Did you pay for the early access to the tweets so we can make the transactions?
I cannot confirm nor deny, but I will look forward to the next podcast where we try to pry more information out of Polly Pockets.
No, I think I have a whole nother character I need to bring on. Travel Soccer Steve, we may have to do this again, brother, and just stay on that. I got more soccer content, and I appreciate what you said, which tells me you're one of the good parents and not the ones who think they know it all, because you said, man, I ain't play and I don't know nothing, and I appreciate that. It helps the rest of us trying to enjoy the game. Real talk.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you.
Yeah.
And Group, thank you guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks for talking with Donato. See you guys.
Shout out to Hollyhocks.
Peace.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Holly.
Anytime, peace.
Gosh.